Welcome to StoryHive On Location, Vancouver with Beats, Eats,
and more.
Today we are broadcasting live on the unceded ancestral lands of the Musqueam, Tsleil-Waututh, Squamish, First Nations people. Shout out to Nora Vera Visuals for the studio. Shout out to TELUS STORYHIVE for powering today's episode. I am your host, Humuzza, and we are here with the one, the only, the legend himself, Tricky T. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tricky is a Vancouver-based dancer and DJ deeply rooted in hip-hop and breaking culture. Montreal born, Toronto raised, and shaped by cyphers since age 14, he brings 26 plus years of battle experience, repping and winning across Canada and internationally. From organizing community jams to DJing battles and parties, Tricky continues to hold down the scene with that raw, real energy. Y'all, welcome Tricky T.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Of course.
Happy to be here.
It is an honor to interview you. A little bit about you. How did you first get introduced to breaking?
That would be through my homie, Matthew Cruz. He moved to Canada from the Philippines when we were both the same age, so we were in grade 6 at the time. And we became friends from there. He lived literally right across the street from me. Wow. Like my building's here, and he's like, literally as soon as you cross the street, boom, he's right there. And by grade 9, because we were in the same school, so we were in elementary from grade 6, and then we went to junior high at 7, 8, 9. So by the time we got to grade 9, in between classes, I saw him doing footwork in the cafeteria. Like I was like. But you know, sometimes when people they kind of tease oh, I could break dance and doing whatever moves they can do. Yeah. For them, I was just like, nah, my man knows what he's doing. Like that looks. I was like, yo, what is that? Yo, he's like, yo, it's called breaking. He's like, yo, come to my house after school. I'm gonna show you some videos online. I was like, you got videos? Like what? And this is dial-up internet time. So I was like, we had internet, but I was like, that he must got that good internet if he's got them videos. What? What are you talking about, bro? So we went to his house, saw Rocksteady Crew, New York City Breakers, LA Breakers, a lot of guys from Miami, Texas, doing a lot of power. So I was like, yo, this is what I want to do. I want to learn that. Yeah. That looks crazy. So from there, we had a few other friends in the school that coincidentally kind of started at the same time. So I was like, oh, because there's almost nobody that was into breaking. There's 5 or 6 of us. So ever since then, we stuck together, made a crew, and from there, it just took off. We just stuck with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So where did the name Tricky T come from?
So my original breaking name is just Troubles. B-Boy Troubles. So that was just mostly a lot of mischief, things like this. Boys will be boys, you know what I'm saying? I was that kid. Yeah. I'm the youngest of 3, so I was out and about just doing silly stuff, and from there, I was kind of wanted to extend my name a little bit because I watched this one movie. It's called The Prestige. Watch The Prestige. Super ill. It's about 2 magicians that are rivals. It's with Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale. Super dope movie, and it was actually the Hugh Jackman's character. He was called the Great Danton. So I was like, that's kind of sick. It's not just Danton, it's the Great. So I was like, yo, I need something else, but I want it to be another name. And then I was got an idea from my high school, or my junior high school, and my high school was right beside it. So my junior high is Woodbine Junior High, straight 7, 8, 9. We were called the Woodbine Warriors. All right, so and then the school I went to right after that was Georges Vanier. So we were called the Vanier Vikings. I was like, yo, I need another team name because I see the theme here. It's W for W, V for V. So I was like, I need another team name that makes sense though. So then that's when I was when I first started, I only really focused on tricks and power moves and things I just wanted to learn all the crazy stuff. So I was like, yo, Tricky would work. So it became Tricky Troubles from there. And then, I work with a lot of kids and stuff, and I see and feel the vibe of some parents and stuff like this, and how it can kind of rub some people the wrong way of yo, what is this trouble? It's because it was down to the point where even if I would go to my friend's house, any friend, in a group, mind you, oh, this is David, that's is John, this is Henry, and that's Troubles. And I'm like, kind of like Troubles, like, you know? And I'm like, dude, like, why? So I don't know why everyone refuses to use my real name, like, because if you were to ask me, like, yo, what's your name? I'd always say, yo, I'm Mike. I'd always say that. I never say my dancer name ever. But everyone refuses to, like, nah, you're Troubles, man. So I was like, all right, cool. So from there, I was like, I just shortened it to be like, yo, just Tricky T. And it kind of just stuck with that. So I'm like, oh, yeah, short, it's easy, one letter, boom.
Yeah. And it's a good name. Like, I always love hearing dancers' story on how they got, you know, their stage name. So because you've had, you know, 26 plus years of experience in battles and everything, I would love to know, what is your mindset when you go into battles?
Ooh, that's definitely changed over the years. But if I want to be real, like, and that's because I've learned so many things along the way of like what I thought this would win and I thought this would win and it doesn't really work. And then that's what I was like, that's why I entered so many battles, because I'm like, I need to figure out the method to be consistent. Like, how many in a row can I win without losing? You know, because there's a ton of battles. I don't even want to get into that. Like, yeah, I've won 95, but now if we talk about how many times did I lose in the finals, I don't want to talk about that. So, but my overall state is like, I want to be well-rounded. Most breakers have a specialty where they're good at either musicality. One's good at power moves. This guy's good at footwork. This guy's good at originality and flow. This guy's good at like levels, like, you know? But I was like, I want to be that type of like martial artist where you can just adapt to anybody's style, because you can just really absorb what they're doing and be able to tap. So you got to train everything, because I would lose certain battles of like, oh, you lost because of, oh, you were lacking footwork. Get my footwork good. Oh, he had a little better power moves than you. Get my power moves good. Oh, this guy kind of outdanced you. Okay, I'm going to get my footwork. I'm going to get my power. Okay, I'm going to get everything so that nobody can say anything anymore. To be like, like even the haters got to be like, yeah, the God of War, you're like, don't do that. So usually, going into it, try to be as well-rounded as possible, and not really outdo what they're doing, but do what they're not doing. Show what they're not showing, so that you can really stand up. But if you got something that similar, just blow them out the water. You know? Yeah,
I hear you. And mindset is something I feel like is always changing, because I'll have people ask me like, well, what is your mindset for battles? And my answer 4 years ago, so different from what it is today, because
that's what I'm saying.
You mean the scene changes, you change, dance, you know, you get better, so you have to adapt with it. So I hear you. Battling now, I would love to know, do you think it has changed from when you started? And the reason I say that is, I think a lot of people in my generation, we battle a lot, but only at events and contests. We don't, I mean, sometimes we do, but it's rare that we're in a club and we call someone out, we're like, let's go rounds. It's rare that we're at a session and we just go rounds with someone. So is that something that you noticed?
Yes. So I think it's heavily lacking. Like, shout out to all the big events, you know, Freestyle Session, Notorious IBE, Red Bull BC1. There's a lot of like Undisputed. There's a lot of huge events that have brought the culture from the party to a big stage where it's like you're in an arena with like 3,000 people. It's like, whoa, this ain't the club. Like, this is such a different vibe, you know, like high ceilings. Like, usually you're used to like an intimate, tight room where you're like together like this, but to be like, I got to take 20 steps just to get at you, and then take 20 steps just to get out. Like, it's too big, you know what I mean? Especially for like a 1v1. Yeah. So I feel like the pros and cons is like, you're able to get exposed more, the pros of like in those events, but the cons is like everyone's so focused on the tournament because everybody wants to be seen now with social media. Because like, yes, we can see more, but it's like, it's not even social media. You know what I think ruined it is the like button. Because like, even when Facebook first came out, YouTube, there was no like button. You just put stuff out there and then boom. And then they added a like feature. Yeah, so you can be like, so you can get engagement of like, this is how many people like it and this is how many people don't like it. And it's like, you know, so, and then it turned into, oh, but mine got 10,000 likes and yours are only 9,000. But it's like, and the 9,000, it's way more skills. But but mine got 10,000 though. So it's like, is that what the culture is really coming down to? It's like that's not what it is. So, and then beyond the social media aspect, I feel, yes, we're losing the aspect of, I mean, parties have changed. Music changes, vibe changes. So like all the OGs and the pioneers, they dance to certain music. Like nobody listens to funk in the club right now. No one's listening to soul. No one's listening to disco. Like there are, but like it's so rare. It's a lot of EDM. It's a lot of top 40, and a lot of the top 40 now is not like the top 40 back then. Not to say that back then was better, but there's so much music that just doesn't get played. That's new. Yeah, there's a lot of new music that came out this year that people just don't know about, and it's like, oh, you just like the 90s stuff. It's like, no. I like artists that were from back then, so I like to play devil's advocate where I'm like, okay, do you like Michael Jackson? Oh my God, I love MJ. Name your favorite Michael Jackson track. What year did that come out? 1989? So my 2015 song is old, but not your 1989? Don't do that. Don't do that, you know what I mean? So I feel like we got to get back to the cypher culture, and the party culture. And it's hard because the parties now don't really provide that, where there's not a space. A lot of the venues, you got to sit down. There's no dance floor.
That's true. Yeah.
A lot of people, if there's a dance floor, it kind of turns into like a showcase versus like just vibing with each other. You don't have to do your best stuff, and you don't need to dance all the time. Like certain music should have certain dance styles, and sometimes I'll see partner dance stuff, but it's like, that should be done to this style of music, but you're doing it on this style. So it's like, yes, you can dance to anything, but it's like, when are we gonna get back to like, okay, you should do house music to house, you should do, you know, breaking to this, you should do funk to this, you know, like, yes, you can dance to anything, but there's a time and place where it's like, if R&B's on right now, you don't need to be doing air flares, my bro. Like, you know what I mean? Go find a partner, do a little two-step, get a vibe, go outside for a little smoke break, whatever. There's a time and place where I'm like, oh, like the song really speaks to you, so now you should dance versus forcing it. So I feel like a lot of things now are very forced versus the natural feeling of like a natural exchange where the battle just happens without question, you know? I think I would love to see that more, even at the contests and some of the tournaments. I don't really see call-outs. I think people get offended, like, oh my God, he's calling me out. Like, does he have beef with me? Or no, it's like being in a park. If I see somebody playing basketball or baseball, I'm like, yo, can me 2v2? Yeah, down. Oh, yo, why do you want to challenge me 2v2? I just want to play and shoot by myself. No one ever says that. They're like, yeah, down, of course. So I want that aspect to come back. It still exists. It's just a lot of the culture right now is very contest focused. So I think if we take away the contest, it can help. But hey, to each their own. Everyone has their reasons of why they want to dance. And I hope they find what they're looking for.
I hear you. And I almost wish I could like take a time machine and like go to like the 90s or 2000s and experience like a party. Because like you said, a lot of the time parties now, people don't dance. And for me, my friends make fun of me for it, but like when I'm at a party, I'm the type of guy that if I don't walk out sweating, it wasn't a good party. Because if there's music playing, I'm trying to get down. But a lot of the time, that's not what people are trying to do. People are trying to show off the fit. They're trying to post up, which I understand. That's just not my style. So you've been in the breaking scene for, over 2 decades. What was it like seeing breaking in the Olympics?
It was interesting. Overall, the actual event itself felt like any big event. It felt like another Red Bull Beastie One. It felt like another Undisputed. So for me, it was very familiar territory. But to see it on the Olympic stage, to be like, damn, now it's like the masses really seeing it now. And like, I'm like, damn, this is it. Like, televised like this is sick. And obviously there's the whole discrepancies of like, yo, hip-hop don't, you have the diehards of hip-hop don't belong there and blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, why not? Why not? I feel like hip-hop belongs everywhere. It's just to each their own. Some people want to do it in the movies. Some people want to do it in music videos. People want to do it in the club. You can do it wherever you want. You can be raw wherever, but I'm like, it's its own entity. Nothing is going to change. It doesn't change the culture.
Yeah.
You still have your 4 elements. You still have your purists, but now we're going in a different way where it's like, oh, it's not a sport. It's like, yes, the culture isn't a sport, but battling is. You know what I mean? It's like martial arts is not a sport, but you can make a sport of it. You can make anything a sport. You can make like, oh, who can make the best tea? Like you just you come up with a criteria and judges. That's what sport means. Sport doesn't mean you have to do something athletic. You know, there's a lot of sports that take athletics, but it's like anything. That's not what sport, the technical term of sport is. So competing with judging criteria, sport. Sorry, that fault. So is breaking a sport? No, but battling. I feel like battling is.
I hear you.
Or, you know what I mean? So
I
that's my 2 cents on. Yeah, and I think the Olympics is dope. It was dope. It was great. It opened up a lot of more eyes to the culture, and it's too bad it won't be in the next one. Like, but that's just the Olympics itself. Like they always go with which one brings the most amount of people, and that's why they constantly keep the rotation of different sports. So they're gonna try a different 10, or whatever the amount is, and see how that goes, and we'll see.
So what has changed the most since you started in breaking? Like whether it's the style or the culture or really anything like that?
Competitions for sure. It's a different vibe to it. Like it feels too staged. Where like, you know, like I said, there's a place for everything. There's a time for it to be on stage and there's a time for it to be in a club. But I feel like it's too staged focused, where like you have young kids now, they're looking at Red Bull BC1 videos and thinking this is breaking, that's the culture, and that's it, not realizing like, there's way more to the culture. Like take away jams completely. Like it was the perfect example is during COVID. A lot of breakers stopped breaking because there wasn't no more events. They're like, oh, what's the point of training if there's no tournaments? But I'm like, is that why you got into breaking? To win battle? And to each their own, but I'm like, if you could take away, I always tell people, if take away battling, would you still break? Take away doing it for money, would you still be into it? You know what I mean? So I feel like a lot of people had some soul searching at that time, and they got to realize like, are they actually like, what? Find your purpose. I always tell my students all the time, like, why are you doing this? I don't care if you're doing it to impress a girl at school, or if you're doing it for the money, or you want to look cool because you feel like you're not. Whatever your reason is, like you want to win battles, find your purpose, but like deeper than that, just get into the history of it. Because if you can fall in love with the culture, you're always going to break no matter what. Like, so I feel like what's changed is people's purpose and the reasoning of why they're getting into breaking. The fashion.
You don't like the fashion?
They gotta learn how to dress, yo. Like yo, man. And I'm not saying like, yo, go get some like the newest Jordans and the freshest, like most expensive like Nike tech suit. But if you look into hip hop culture, the whole thing of it is like, yo, we don't have a lot of money. I can't buy the top thing, so I'm gonna go to this thrift shop, get what I can, but like, okay, how can I match this green with this other tone, and like you make it look fresh. And then because of hip hop now, all these, Pumas went from like $10 shoes to like now shoes cost like $100 now. Why? Hip hop made that happen. So it's like hip hop's changed. Like people changed the way they make design cars, everything, like, from clothes, like jewelry, everything. It's hip hop culture is inspired so much, but it's like now the fashion is going down where like mostly in just breaking, because like the rest of hip hop is pretty damn fresh. Like I was like, but for some reason the breakers almost like. Like you look like a phys ed teacher right now. Like you look, you know what I mean? Like, yo, come on, bro. Like what's with the, you got the nylon pants with the button up, and I'm like, those don't go together. And I'm like, oh man, like you at the club right now, bro. I'm not saying like, you know what I mean? Just get a basic tee and then, you know, just get a little pants, like, get a little, you know, get a little khakis, you know what I'm saying?
You know, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Gotta look like you got a mother that loves you, you know what I'm saying? You're like, you about to say, I'm not saying you gotta go to church or whatever, but your fashion is your identity, and that's the whole purpose of clothes. Like, it's to cover us, but playing around with your colors, you can speak to people with just what you're wearing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's a huge thing. It's not everything. Don't judge a book by its cover, but the cover is what attracted you to even look that book's direction. To be like, oh, what's that? Exactly. And then the dance is like, this is who I am. Oh, you're more than what you're wearing. Yeah. Or damn, that's why you're wearing that. Like, it really suits. So finding your identity with what you're wearing as well. Yeah. And being original with it. It doesn't have to be weird, but it's like, yo, just, you know, get into the fashion side of it. You know, play around, have some fun. Have some fun with go thrift. Go thrifting. It's cheap. Yeah. You can get a sick outfit for $30. I promise you. I promise you, top to bottom.
One of my favorite things to do is whenever I'm at like a big jam or a jam that has multiple styles, I love just seeing the dancers when they're just walking around and being like, hey, based on this outfit, you're a b-boy. Okay, you're a locker, you're hip. So I love when you can tell. Especially, it's easy when it's like lockers. I feel like they dress us very specific way.
Yeah, man.
And I love that aspect about it, how your fashion really tells a story in addition to, you know, the dance. So, hey, breakers, get your fashion up for Tricky.
You know what I'm saying? How's your boy? We can go thrifting, no problem. I got you.
So, what is something that the new generation has done that you are a fan of?
Take breaking to the next level.
Okay.
Because you always want to see, even outside of breaking, you always want the next generation to be more evolved than the previous one. You know? So seeing the younger generation like taking things that, you know, the previous one did, like one of the hardest moves when I was coming up was air flare. Like, if you could do 2 or 3, like, you were the man. Like, you were the top dog. Watch out for this guy. Yeah. But now you have like people in Eastern Europe and East Asia. You have 6-year-olds that are doing like 20, no problem. 50, no problem. 50? Yeah. What? Can you even like 6-step yet? Like, you can. Damn, like, you got this advanced move, you know? So, and then just taking the ideas of like just pushing the boundaries of like. Because back then, when I was a kid, you know, a teenager, we used to joke around, being like, yo, imagine you can do this to this move and then come down, like, but then without momentum, just go back up, and then they're doing that now. Yeah. I'm like, wait, that's real? Like, you would think with the science and the laws of physics, like, that wasn't possible, but if you could, the fact that I was even able to think of it and make a joke, that means it was possible, because you have to figure it out how you can do that. So it's amazing that just the level that they're doing these moves. I'm like, and it's not stopping anytime soon. Like, a lot of things, like, you kind of, because I used to play a lot of sports growing up before breaking that, and then I was always athletic, but I got bored of sports because I feel like it's the same thing. There's like, what else can you do in basketball? Yeah. What else can you do in hockey? There's no like, you know, but breaking, I'm like, you think this is it, but then it just keeps going. I'm like, oh my, there's always a new move, and there's always a new limit break. There's always a new, which is dope because it's an infinite chase. So that's why I feel like I'm never going to stop. I can't do what I can do, what I used to be able to do when I was 20, because my body has changed. But I'm taking that experience and being like, yo, what can I go in this new, because I feel like right now, there's definitely, like, if I had to battle myself 20 years ago, with what I have now, he can outdo a lot of the moves, but I think I can outdance him because I'm just way more experienced now. Like, I don't need to do all that, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I mean, the level is so amazing to see. I mean, in breaking and other styles, the way that the level just gets higher and higher every year, you know, and that's awesome to see. And I mean, selfishly, I wish I was a b-boy, man.
Yeah, it ain't too late. It ain't too late.
It's not, you know, as my body, like, I just see the things y'all do, and I'm like, I don't know if my body got that. But, like, I think, like, breakers are the coolest people, bro.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I go to a breaking jam, the way that y'all just walk in, the swag, I'm like, man, y'all got it, bro. You know?
I always say, like, I feel it's an advantage. Any art form, it's an advantage to do it to start young because
Yeah.
you have that much more time.
Mm-hmm.
But as an adult, I feel like, especially since you already have a background in dance,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, like within 3 to 4 years, you catch up to a lot of these guys that have been doing it for like a decade.
Word.
Like,
I
you
need
know,
to
it's
lock
just
in.
it's just the time.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I hear you. If you could build the perfect dance scene / community with bits and pieces from both Toronto and Vancouver,
Mm-hmm.
what would that look like?
Ooh, oh boy.
I know it's a big question.
Yeah, because like there's definitely pros and cons to each side,
Mm-hmm.
where one is lacking where the other isn't. But if I had to take the best of both worlds, what I feel Toronto, obviously the eventfulness, having more things happen, and more people tend to go, because even in Toronto, it started to die down with like people not really going out that much. But like I said, the music changed, the vibe changed, so the party vibe itself is not really the same as it was. Like the music is not the same, so you can't really go out to do that stuff. And it's like a lot of people want to hear music that they know, but it's like, no, the origin of going to a party was like, oh, this DJ is playing. This DJ he likes to go digging. So I want to see what kind of new records he's gonna have this time. Versus like, oh, can you people go up to the booth like, can you play this song? Can you play? Why do you always want to hear? You already know that song. You heard it at home already.
Yeah.
I want to hear something new tonight because every song that you like, there's always a first time that you heard that song.
Exactly.
And you're like, yo, what song is this? Like, that's why I go out, because I'm like, there's gonna be a point, and then that's when you jump into a cipher or you get down because like, yo, I have to get down to this. So I want to see more of that. What I like about Vancouver, I think there's more support here for each other's scenes, where I see a more mix of like, other than the breakers. So, but that's just universal everywhere. But I definitely see, from me going to a lot of events, where there's different styles of dancers supporting the other dancers, even if it's not their style. So it's a lot of them supporting each other at Robson or going to each other's events and things like that, and pushing each other's events. I think Toronto could take some notes from there, because Toronto's very like poppers stay here, house dancers stay there, breakers stay there. Over here, it's like it's more mixed. So I think the eventfulness and then the support, that's what I would want to see.
I hear you. I love that. So to end it off, I have a couple rapid fire questions for you. So first thing that pops in your mind, I want you to answer it.
Okay.
All right.
Like a short answer or like
short? It's going to be like this or that kind of question.
Okay.
So just
Cool.
and then you can explain your answer as we go. So first one, crew battle or 1v1?
Crew.
Crew. Why crew?
I love the vibe of doing stuff with my boys, and then I like the fact that I have other people to rely on, especially if I mess up, I'm like, they gotta go get switched though. They gotta go against, and it's just the vibe of doing stuff together, and I feel more comfortable where I'm not like doing something solo. It's like I have help with the homies, and it's like a bonding moment. So I like doing stuff with the crew.
Breaking battle or all-star battle?
All styles.
Word.
Yeah.
Why is that?
The wider range of music. I like going outside of, and not just the music, it's the people. Like I like being around more than one type of dancer. Where breakers, they're just not into dancing like that. A lot of breakers, I don't even consider them dancers really. They're just doing moves and stuff. Where the all style scene is like, it's a real dance party. Everybody's there. It's such a vibe, different styles of music, and I get to play around. So it's always been a better vibe for me for all styles. So I'll choose all styles over breaking.
Got you. Movie theater or streaming?
Oh, that depends on what I'm watching. Okay, because I'm the type of dude where I'm like, this needs to be seen in the theater, or like I can just watch that But overall vibe, theater.
Theater. Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Summer or winter?
Summer all day,
Winter.
Winter doesn't need to exist.
That's what I'm saying. Winter can go. Yeah. Winter can go for real. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Pancakes. Teleportation or mind reading?
Teleport. I don't want to be in nobody's head.
That's
too much.
That's too much for me.
I
hear you. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Secrets of outer space or secrets of the ocean?
Ooh. I would say the ocean because like we just know so little about it, and we keep learning new things. So I'm just like,
Really?
nah.
Everyone says ocean. I'm space. Like,
Yeah,
I'm trying to know what's going on out there.
for sure.
Word.
But I'm just like, damn,
Ocean is tough.
because
Ocean
water is just so weird, and it's like, how are you down there? Like,
I hear you. There could be other people
That's
down
crazy.
there, you know? Okay, well, that is all the time we have today. Thank you, Tricky,
Yo, thanks for
pulling
having
up.
me.
You know,
It's
it is an
awesome.
honor to talk to you, interview you. The passion you have for dance is felt, and it's amazing to hear. So yeah, if you are a creative in Vancouver, you know, a dancer, artist, musician, you have a story to share, you can scan the QR code on the edited version of this episode, fill out the form, and you could possibly be a guest on the show. So, shout out to everyone who watched the live stream. Shout out to Nora Vera Studio and TELUS STORYHIVE. Once again, I'm your host, Humuzza. This is Tricky T, and you've been watching StoryHive on Location, Vancouver with Beats, Eats,
And more.